my name is Bree from the Art and Bree channel, and I was tagged to do a homemaking video. Myself and a few other moms that have YouTube channels were given a list of 20 questions from Hope's Homestead, and we're all going to answer them for you. Hopefully they'll be encouraging or just funny or somewhat entertaining. I think a lot of times I'm really humbled by this kind of thing, that people think I'm this great homemaker, because I actually really lack a lot of the skills that I think a great homemaker would have, but I'm learning them as I go. And I guess I've been homemaking now for about 10 years. I have 4 children. I have a homestead. We have lots of different animals, big garden, and I homeschool. I have a 5th baby on the way in just a couple months, and I have a husband. I'm just going to answer these questions in the order that they were given to me. That's just the simplest way for me to do this. Okay, question number 1. Okay, that was about my 10th interruption, so we'll see if we can continue. All right, the first question is, have I ever had anyone say anything negative to me about staying at home or working from home? And I do stay home, but I also do work from home. I have a YouTube channel. I spend a lot of time running kind of our social media. I do some filming and I do some editing, so I do work from home. I'm trying to think if I've ever had, I really don't think I have. Maybe I live in a bubble, but most of my friends stay home or they work from home, or actually I think most of the moms I know do some kind of work to bring in extra income. Most of it's from home. Some of them are like massage therapists, so they just work a few hours here and there a week. So no, I can't think of anyone ever saying anything negative to me about staying home, which I guess is a real blessing, because probably some of you have had that happen. What is my favorite part and least favorite part of staying home and working from home? My favorite part of staying home is I can do everything on my own schedule. My whole life has the flow that I want it to have. So our days start when I want our days to start, and what I really mean by that is our days start when it's best for our family. Our days end when it's best for our family. And also I absolutely love how flexible our lives can be. You know, if we homeschool too, so if we have an adventure we want to go on, typically I can do that and just shuffle our school schedule around. What is my favorite part about working from home? I think it's the same thing. It's just the absolute flexibility of my life. We have structure, we have rhythm in our life, but it's super flexible. And I think that it's just the loveliest way to live. Least stressful, for sure. What is my least favorite part of staying home? I think that before I learned how to take breaks and how to take care of myself, it was that I never got a break. I never felt like I ever had a break. I never felt like I could rest. And same thing with working from home. Same thing with working from home. Before I learned how to balance it, it was just no breaks. Your work's always there. You know, my YouTube channel is always looking at me. The Instagram feed is always there. There's always something I could film, and I've just had to learn balance. So once I learned balance, my least favorite thing isn't really as applicable anymore. What are my favorite and least favorite chores? I'm assuming that applies to just the home, not the homestead, because I actually love homestead chores. So my least favorite chore, laundry. It just never ends. It never ends. And my favorite chore, I don't really like inside chores. I don't know if I have a favorite one. Maybe my favorite part is when they're all done and my house looks nice and tidy. Okay, what time do I wake up and what time do I go to bed? All of this depends on what's going on in my life. So for a good solid year, while we were growing our YouTube channel, I went to bed around 2, 3, or 4 a.m. and got up around 6 or 7 a.m. every day. And after a year, it really was hard, because after that year I got pregnant, And you can imagine I couldn't. First trimester, there's no way I could do that. Now that I'm in my 3rd trimester of pregnancy, honestly, Arthur could tell you, that's my husband, I am probably passed out most nights by 8:30. And I get up around 5:30 or 6 in the morning every day. Mainly because that's when my kids get up. Do I put anything in the background while I clean or work or cook? Yeah, we listen to Pandora. We have like a whole list of stations that we love. I listen to podcasts. Mostly I don't listen to talking, like I will listen to some podcasts if nobody's home, but mostly we just, the whole family will just listen to music. And I'll actually show you this amazing thing. This little guy right here changed my life. It's very expensive. It's something I would have never bought myself in the past. However, I've learned over time, just buy the good thing if you can afford it, or if you can't, save up for it. I've also learned balance with that. Sometimes you just get what you can get. But this is a Bose speaker. It's a Bluetooth speaker. And the reason I got the Bose is because it has the best sound quality and I can hear it throughout my entire house. My whole family, this thing has changed our lives. It has changed our quiet time. It has changed our, you know, just our lifestyle, because we're able to listen to podcasts, listen to Bible studies, and listen to music all over the house. And if you're interested in this item, I can link it in the description below where you can find it. But it's expensive. It's about $200, and I saved up for a long time and almost killed me spending that money on a speaker. But I have never regretted it, not once. So yeah, we listen to all sorts of, we have jazz Pandora stations, we have, you know, contemporary Christian, we have like alternative music, we have like 90s rock and roll, 50s rock and roll, and we just kind of listen to everything, anything, whatever we're feeling like that day. And if the kids are doing their chores, they get to pick the station. So that's the fun thing for them. So the next question is, do I get dressed most days or do I stay in my pajamas? I get dressed every day. I don't get dressed usually till after I've done all my inside morning chores and all my outside morning chores. That's just when I find the time to do it. So the next question is, how often do I do my hair and makeup? The answer is really never. I'm not against makeup. I have no opinion about it really, except that I just don't know how to buy it. I don't know how to put it on. I don't know how to wear it. The few times I've worn it, I feel like there's just dirt on my face, so I just don't wear it. As far as my hair, 99% of the time you're gonna see it up or back or in a braid, and then I wear it down when I've had a shower. Okay, I'm gonna show you real life. The next question is, what is your trouble zone in your home or the area that needs the most help? I'll show you right now. This is my pitiful storage room. You can see I keep attempting to make it organized, and since I'm not the only one that comes in here, this is what it looks like. I wish I had the brain space and just someone to help me get that thing totally organized, and then also like had the money to buy really nice shelving.
You do have someone to help you with.
Yeah, I do. I do have someone to help me, but it never stays organized. I think if we had more shelving, it would be easy. When we bought our house, it's 100-year-old. When we bought our house, it's 100 years old. There's no closets in this house at all, not one. So that would be the other trouble zone. I just have nowhere to put things, and I just we're pretty minimalistic. Like, we lived in a camper before we moved into this house, so it's not like we have tons and tons of furniture, tons and tons of stuff, but it's a pretty small house. It's about 900 square feet or so, with no closets and 4 children. So you can imagine, I feel like my whole house is a trouble zone. How often do I find myself getting distracted? I'm not sure what that means. Distracted from what? I'm not sure, because I feel like my whole life is one big distraction, and I'm just really thankful I'm not ADD, because if I was ADD and a mom, a stay-at-home mom at that, and ran a farm and ran a YouTube channel, I don't know how anything would ever get done. So yeah, I feel like, I mean, since I've been making this video, it's kind of amazing to me that I've only been interrupted like 17 times. So yeah, even though I prepare my kids and sit them down and talk to them about what, you know, I expect of them. There's still stuff that comes up. So I feel like my whole life is one big distraction. And it's just constantly coming back to focus. Okay, do I enjoy staying home or do I miss going to a job every day? I do not miss going to a job every day. I do not miss the rigidity. I do not miss the rigid lifestyle of school and work and always having to be somewhere. I love being home. I love having nowhere I have to be. I just feel like, I just think the slow, peaceful days, though they're very full and very productive, they're slow and they're peaceful and they're manageable and flexible. What is my never-ending chore? Did I answer that? It's laundry. Laundry. Laundry is the never-ending chore. It never ends. What is my favorite way to relax or have me time? I most recently been watching Poldark, and then I read the whole series. So I like to lay on the couch and read or watch a show. So that's one way. Another thing I really, really like is, someone's calling me.
Hey, it's Grandma.
Grandma's calling. Do we know where the phone is? I don't think we do. Another thing I really like to do to have me time is I like to go do something by myself, like just leave and go spend time either having dinner with friends, with just girlfriends, or just doing that by myself even. I love going out to eat by myself, reading my book, going on a walk. I really like dates with my husband. That's actually more recently one of the things that we've been trying really hard to do every week. And I find that fills me up. That really fills up my cup. I've forgotten, I think, how much fun he is to be around, like not here, not in the midst of all the work. So that's another big thing. And then the last one I would say is I like it when my whole family leaves and I get to be home by myself and either do a project or just enjoy my home. How often does my husband or significant other chip in? Well, we made a video about that right here, so I'll just let that speak for me. No, I'm just kidding. That video is not accurate, but it is funny. He helps every day. Every day. We're a team. We do it together. How do I balance being a homemaker and creating YouTube content? It's challenging. Used to, we felt like we had to make 6 videos a week, and that became too much for me on my days when Arthur wasn't here. So a lot of times I'll make my videos on the days he's home so that I don't feel the stress of all the other things I need to do. The other thing I do is I film what I'm actually doing. I don't do a lot of filming things like to get more viewers or even collaborations. I don't do a lot of collaborations, and it's not because I'm stuck up or something. It's just because filming things that aren't what I'm just actually doing in my day is really, really hard for me. Yeah. So, and then the other thing I do is I don't stay up late editing anymore. If I know that it's going to be a long edit, I just won't post a video. I'll edit it the next day and then post it. Let me think. What is my favorite room in my home and why? These house questions are going to be hard for me because I live in a house I don't particularly love. Now, I'm an adult, so I make the best of everything because that's the only way to live life. Otherwise, you're just going to be miserable and grumpy. So I guess maybe my living room. I got a new couch. My brother gave me a really, really nice couch around Christmas time. And now I feel like I have like a comfortable place to sit and spend time with the Lord in the morning or rest or whatever I need to do. But I don't really love any room in my house, to be honest. We're just not there yet in the journey of making this house our home. As this, what is your least favorite? What is your favorite room? I think I already answered that. Do I feel like my home reflects my personal style? Not really. I think I'm taking a 100-year-old house that was renovated in like the 70s. I got electricity in the 70s and indoor plumbing, and doing the best that I can with it. But no, we're not at the place of it reflecting our personal style. Now, you could ask me about the outside of my house. I love my barns and I love my pasture and the woods and the creek. So I'm very much in love with the land. that our home sits on and the outbuildings. What does my house smell like? I don't know. It also, our home smells, it just depends on the time of year. This time of year it smells like a wood stove. It's gonna smell like baked goods. It's gonna smell like whatever essential oils I'm diffusing. But peppermint is my favorite one. I love walking into a house that smells like peppermint. In the spring, summer, and fall, it smells like the fresh outdoor air because I leave all the windows open all the time. Okay, number 20, last question. I hope this wasn't too long. What are my strong points and weak points when it comes to homemaking? I actually feel like I could improve on just about every level, and so that would be my weak point. But I think my strong point is I don't walk around feeling guilty about that, and I just am okay with who I am. I'm okay with the level that I'm at, and I'm pretty confident in just the fact that I really love things to be like slow paced and calm, and I'm okay if like I don't know how to, if I don't have like the most beautifully decorated home, and I'm okay if like my kids aren't doing the most amazing hands-on wild and free curriculum out there for homeschool, and I'm okay if we don't eat like just gourmet meals every single day, though I do love to cook. So actually one of our rituals on Sunday nights is that I get to cook like a nice meal, and Arthur kind of keeps the kids at bay so that I can really cook something delicious. So yeah, my weak point is I'm just not that great of like a cleaner, and like I don't know, I'm just not a Pinterest person. But my strong point is that I'm okay with that, and I think it makes our home better and more peaceful and more joyful and more loving for me to just be okay with who I am and what I'm good at, and as I'm inspired to improve in certain areas, then it's like fun for me to dig in and get better in certain areas of my life. Well, I hope that wasn't too boring. I hope you learned something about me, and it was fun. It's fun being asked questions about yourself. I think everyone probably on some level enjoys talking about themselves, so that was kind of fun for me.